This is a very exciting day in the entire Philadelphia Eagles organization as we're announcing the signing of 5 very special undrafted free agents. Despite being a bit undersized, these are all high-motored, hard-nosed players who have been 3-star players at every level. They epitomize what the city is all about, and I know our fans will love their mean streak. With that, here are the newest members of the Philadelphia Eagles. Time's yours.
Ahoy hoy YouTube, my name is Brandon. I am the host of TYT Gaming, or TBS if you're watching my personal channel. Today's topic is about the global sensation of Angry Birds. You know, there's 2 ways to approach this commentary. 1, I can talk about the game itself, or 2, I can talk about the phenomenon. Let's hit them one by one. For Angry Birds fans out there, you're going to get a huge HD upgrade for the consoles published by Activision. This news slipped under the E3 radar, but details to the console version of Angry Birds should be out in a few days or a week. On a side note, believe it or not, I think this would be a great Wii U title. If they throw a few twists in the game, I think a lot of people will appreciate the Wii U gamepad and its touchscreen feature. Maybe an Angry Birds Nintendo edition, that would sell pretty well. But let's talk about the phenomenon for a minute. What's surprising me is that this game has been downloaded over 1 billion times. And you should consider the new version of Angry Birds Space, which has been downloaded over 100 million times in almost 3 months. Now, I pay attention to these trends. If you asked me about Angry Birds a few months ago, I would have said the fad would have died out a long time ago. But it's growing. And think about it like this. It's not only how many people bought the game, it's the advertising, it's the marketing, it's the little toy Angry Birds at Walmart or Best Buy, it's that childlike appeal, it's the Halloween outfits. This is a huge franchise and a pretty good example of video game licensing. Hell, in the opening of this video, you just saw that the Philadelphia Eagles team up with Angry Birds of all things. There's Angry Birds baby clothes, which cost more than the game itself. I can only wonder when this fad is going to die down. I shouldn't call it a fad. Personally, I've played it, it's not my style, but I've always maintained I don't care what people play as long as you're playing video games. It would be easy to say that this is a huge step forward for smaller developers, but that's not necessarily true, is it? The Angry Birds developers quickly moved from small time to big time, so I wouldn't say that the window of success for smaller developers has widened. I can only hope that publishers do take smaller developers seriously going forward, rather than try to rip off and become the next Angry Birds. In your comments below, I'm curious to see, because this is more of a social game, will you pick up Angry Birds for the consoles, and why is this franchise so popular? Do you see a decline anytime soon? As always everyone, you're watching TYT Gaming or TBS hosted by Brandon. Have a great day and hopefully you're not flu-ridden like I am.